So customization means customizing your current application, whatever is there, right? Customizing in terms of you're not creating anything, but you're just making small edits or changes into that, right? First thing that we need to work on that is a page layout. Okay, so we have learned how to create object, and we have learned how to create fields, apps, tabs, all these things. But did you notice this thing that whenever you create an object, there is a page layout for that object which is created automatically? We don't have to create that. It comes by default. Let's say the project object you created. You go to the project object. Project manager is the app, right? Click on any of the record in the project object. You see there is a page layout which has come by default. Did you design this? You did not do anything, right? You did not create the page layout. I just created the object and field. This page layout is created by default. Okay. Now I might have that requirement of moving. If you see here, all the fields have come on the left hand side. This right hand side is completely blank. I don't want it to look like this. I want a few fields to be moved from left side to the right side, right? So that is where I can take help of page layout option, where I can go and change the page layout. So page layout helps you first of all do the field positioning, which field where you want, okay? Related list positioning, which related list where you want. Related list means list of related records like activities, history, assignments, approvals. Which of these things you want at the top and which one you want at the bottom. So positioning of the related list can be done through page layout. Then we can use page layout to make fields mandatory or required. So using page layout, we can make certain fields required as well, right? So on the page layout, I can go and define, certain field to be required. Okay. So these are the things that we can do on the page layout. How do we do that? It's very simple. Go to setup. Go to create, go to that particular object. We are talking about project object, so we'll just go to project object there. We'll go to the project object. On the project object, if you scroll down a little, you will see page layouts. So by default, when you create an object, by default the page layout is created for that object. It's automatically created for that object. Okay. So we don't have to do anything. Yeah. Scroll down. Yeah. On that custom object, if you scroll down a little, just below your validation rule and all, you'll find page layout. Okay. From there, what we have to do, we just have to, by default, one page layout is created the moment you create object. So you see one page layout is already there. If you want, you can go and edit this one, and you have the option of creating more page layouts. You can create one more. Okay, why would we need multiple page layout for the same object? For the same object, why do you think we will need different page layouts?
For different users. Sorry.
For different profiles. Yes, right. So different users or profiles. What Suvajit you also said. So users from different profiles, you can give them different page layouts, right? So you have the option of removing some of the fields on some profile. That way. I'll just click on edit and edit this page layout. Okay, the moment you come to this page layout, you will see that you have the option of dragging and dropping the field from one side to the other side. I mean, the way you want it, it's just drag and drop. The way you want your layout to look like, you can just straight away go and put it. If you, yeah, just drag and drop that we have to do here. We are on the page layout.
Any drag and drop? It says start with, so you are dragging it down to after custom content.
Any field, the positioning of the field can be changed, right? You can hold any field and put it wherever you want. Beside any of the fields, you will also see that there is a small button, properties. Click on that properties thing. If you click on the properties button beside any field, that small wrench, you will have the option of making that field as read only or required. Right. So what can we do with the page layout? Number one, we can do the field positioning. We can change the position of the fields, how the field, basically controlling the layout of the fields. Second, we can control layout of the related list. Which related list should come at the top and which one should come at the bottom, that thing can be controlled. Third thing, you can make fields read only or required through page layout. Okay. Other option of making a field required is where when you create a field. When you create a field, at that time also we can make a field required, right, Suvajit?
Yes.
Okay. So that is one option, and we also have an option of making a field required through page layout. Now tell me one thing, what is the difference between making a field required while creating it and making a field required through page layout? What can be the difference between making a field required in these two ways? We can make a field required while creating the field, right? Can we? Okay, and we can also make a field required on the page layout. So what do you think is the difference? How does it make a difference, or you think both of them are same?
Certain users should not edit it.
So making a field required while you create the field, if you make the field required, that becomes universally required. Universally required means every time any user from anywhere trying to enter the data into that object, that field will be required, right? Whether the data is being entered through page layout or it is being entered through a data loader, it will be required in both the cases. But if we make a field required on the page layout, then what happens? That field is required only through if the data is being entered through that page layout, right? So if someone tries to do a backend upload for the data from data loader or something, then that field will not be required. It will still accept data without that field value. Subhajit, clear on that part?
Okay, so while we are doing this data load process, if that field is not required, it will still go ahead and take the other fields from that layout. That's what you're saying? If let's say we uncheck that option, say okay, this field is not required. So
let's say you have an object. Let's say you have an object called opportunity. In that you have a field called amount, okay, and you want amount to be a required field, okay. Now there are two ways of making it required. One way is while you're creating the field, at that time we had the option of making it required, right? There's a checkbox, we can check that. So if you do it there, then it becomes universally required. Universally required means it is required every time. Without value of this field, the record cannot be created into that object. Fine. Every record should have this value for this field. Got it? Other option of making it required is through page layout. So if when you are doing it through page layout, then what happens? It becomes required only on the page layout. Okay. So if some field is required on the page layout, you can still go and do a backend upload without putting the value for that field.
basically, so in the page layout, and if that field is not something which I opted for when that page layout was, or that object was created, that will be hidden in the page layout, but that field will still be there out there where it will still be accessible through backend.
You're right.
Then in the front end, you will not be able to see that field because it's hidden.
Right. Right, exactly. So page layout is just the interface. So from desktop, if you remove something from the desktop icon, that thing does not get deleted necessarily. It might be there at the backend, right? So page layout is just the interface. You have a question?
How do we see that particular user for this page layout?
I'll come to that part. But as of now, whatever we are discussing, is that clear?
See, if a person has that particular page layout which is required, but backend it might not be required, doesn't it?
It will not be required.
So while data loading, there could not be any value, but
while you are entering through that page layout, then you'll have to give value. Anything that you want to be required at the time of bulk upload and data loader, you have to make it universally required. That thing cannot be controlled through page layout because that data does not go through page layout, right? So the security check is happening on page layout, and let's say there is this big house, and they have put the security guards at the front door. You are entering from the back door. There is no security guard, so it's more like that, right? So if you want that thing to happen, then you will have to cover your object with the entire security, front, back, every side. Got it? Simple. Subhajit, question for you. You have any question? Okay. So we understand the utility of page layout. So it's very important. I mean, in a way, it looks very simple thing. Very simple in terms of just clicking on the page layout and editing it, putting some fields here and there. But the most important part is that you are able to make certain fields required for a certain group and not required for a certain group. And you can make fields required from this side. You can hide a few fields, right? some field which is already there, you don't want some of the users to see that field, like total budget of the project you don't want the users to see. You can go and remove it from the page layout. So the field will be there in the back end. Some users can see it. It will come in the reports, but you don't want the end users to see it. Or a certain group, a certain profile, you don't want this field to be visible. You can straight away go and remove it. Right? So this way it helps you control a lot of things which are not being controlled otherwise.